This is our written work number 3, draft position. I'm Rachel Paraiso.
And Janice Amato.
We stand as a voice for the silent those harassed, shamed, and exploited by abusive online lending platforms. As a student and a mother, we believe financial access should never come at the cost of dignity, privacy, or mental health. We are committed to exposing unethical practices, educating communities on safe borrowing, and pushing for stronger regulation and enforcement. This is not just a fight for consumer protection. It's a fight for human rights.
Constitutes abuse. Abuse in the context of online lending application in the Philippines refers to any unlawful or unethical conducts by lenders that infringes on the rights and dignity borrowers. This includes harassment tactics such as repeated threats, public shamings, or contacting a borrower's family, friends, or employer to pressure repayment. It also encompasses privacy violence, such as unauthorized access to personal data stored on borrower's mobile device, and the misuse or disclosure of that information without consent. This practice not only breach ethical standards but also violate Philippine laws like the Data Privacy Act of 2012 and Consumer Protections Regulations, prompting oversight and enforcement by agencies such as the National Privacy Commission and the Securities and Exchange Commission.
Analysis. What is the root cause of abuse? The root cause of abuse in online lending platforms often stems from a combination of lack regulation, unethical business practices, and technological overreach. Many digital lenders operate outside that bounds of formal financial institutions, exploiting legal loopholes and weak enforcement mechanisms. Their use of invasive mobile app permissions allows them to access sensitive personal data, which they may weaponize during debt collection. Additionally, the pressure